Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heidi. If this is your first time here, and if you're new here, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. Today I am going to once again dye my hair, and I'm gonna use this Schwarzkopf Oleo Intense Permanent Oil color in light ashy blonde. I'm gonna leave timestamps for you guys in the description box down below. Without further ado, let's just get started. So first, I'm gonna show you what came in the box. Instructions, developer, color cream, conditioner, and gloves. And first, before I'm gonna talk about anything else, I just want to mention that the instructions say to not use any kind of external heat or foils. I will be using foils. I do not want to put the color all over my hair. I'll be doing highlights, which is what I normally like to do when I go lighter, so it doesn't damage all of my hair. If you are a subscriber, you know that I dyed my hair darker in January. It was like a dark blonde semi-permanent hair color, and this is pretty much what's left of it. And before I put that semi-permanent dark blonde hair dye all over my hair, I had my natural hair color with highlights on it. So if you're interested in what my hair looked before, you can just go kind of through my thumbnails in my other videos and you will see how my hair has changed. So after January, I have not dyed my hair with anything. This is just kind of what's left. My natural hair color is right here in the roots, about there. My natural hair color does look darker than this, but also my natural hair color goes completely blonde in the sun. So I've been wearing a lot of caps and stuff, which is why my parting here has not gotten lighter. So yeah, I have obviously not styled my hair or anything. My hair is in pretty good condition. I think it's probably fine to dye with this. Obviously box dye is not something that people normally recommend, but I just really like doing my hair at home, so this is just an easy and cheap way to do it. Even though this one does not have a lot of lift, I'm kind of curious to see what it's gonna do to my hair, since I do have a little bit of root, because it's very likely that my roots are going to be lighter. We'll see if this is gonna be a complete mess, but that's also another reason why I like doing highlights, so it's not as obvious as if I just, you know, dye my entire hair with this and then I'll have like hot roots. My hair is a little gingery at the moment. It's a little like reddish. So this one is a light ashy blonde. My intention was to get like a golden blonde hair color or like a honey blonde. I like my hair with a little bit of warmth in it, but honestly this was the only kind of color that the store had where I went to, and it was definitely an impulse buy. I was not planning to like really dye my hair. So I do have like those Superdrug wash in wash out hair colors that I've talked about before. I will leave the name of the product in the description box below if you're interested. I have the cool blonde and the strawberry blonde and the honey blonde. So those ones are actually really nice for like to use as toners if you have a little mishap with a hair color. So yeah, that was quickly about my hair and what's in the box. I pre-got some foils right here. These ones are wrapping foil, which is not my favorite. I like the really strong foil to use when I highlight my hair so it doesn't break that easily. I also don't have my proper brush. I think I left it probably in Finland and I didn't buy another one, so I have a really tiny one that came with another box dye that I've used before. Since I'm going to be using the brush and the foils, this one is not the most convenient way of applying it to my hair, so I'm going to be putting it in a little bowl, and so I can just pick it up from there with my brush and it'll be easier. I'm only going to be highlighting kind of the top section, so what I like to do is kind of from the back of my head take a triangle and only kind of highlight this area, and I will tie the rest of my hair back in a bun. So first of all, going to brush my hair. In general, when I highlight my hair, I try not to touch really the bottom layer so that I don't have to really compromise on the length of my hair that much. The bottom layer won't get damaged, so I can keep it longer. So I'm gonna be doing some foils this way. I might take a little bit of thicker parts in the front and just dye those, but otherwise I'm gonna be doing kind of like baby lights. I'm gonna like weave them out. I'll show you in a sec. In the back, I like to do the foils this way. So first of all, I always like to protect my clothes and my skin by wearing a cut up trash bag. I'm gonna take the developer, pour it into a bowl, and then I'm gonna take the color cream and just check that it's the right color, squeezing this into the bowl. Okay, that's all in there, and now I'm gonna take the brush that I'm gonna use and just mix them together. put on the gloves. The gloves are too big, I'm gonna get another pair. It's gonna be a lot easier to do this when you have a proper glove size. I'm just gonna start from the middle and I'll do one side and then I'll do the other side. So this is normally the parting that I have, the middle part. What I do is I'll take a really thin part. It does not have to be completely straight. I'll take the peak, I'll do like an up and down motion and I'll weave some parts out. So just kind of up and down motion throughout that section. It will make like a zigzag, if you can see, and that will be the part that you highlight. So that is the technique that I'm going to be using for the highlights. This very front part, I think I will probably leave that last and just figure out in the end if I want a thicker piece there or what I want to do. Maybe here it's a little bit too thick. I can just pick out some parts of the hair, put it back down, just clip back this other part. Then I'm gonna take my foil and the end of the comb and kind of fold the top of the foil. I'll pull this up and place the foil right under in the root of the hair. And then I will take this hair dye and put this in the hair. It's not bleach, like with bleach you're supposed to completely saturate your hair, but I guess since this has a little bit of lift, I'm going to try to saturate my hair to my best ability. And then I'm going to fold this like that, and I'm gonna fold the sides. And then I will flip it on this side. Then I take a little section here and I'll just flip it over. So I'll have always like highlights and then a thin layer of the color that my hair is right now, and then I'll have highlights again. I'll just clip these to the side. Now it's time for another highlight. The very back of my hair I'm gonna leave out. I'm gonna do the back foils this way. And flip over. I'm gonna take a part again in the middle that I'm not going to highlight, like that. Flip it over to the side. I'll do this side and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this entire side is done. I'm gonna flip all of this over to the other side. And on this side I have 5 foils. So now I'll do this side and I'll be right back because it's just the same thing that I did on this side. Okay, so this side is also now highlighted. It has 5 foils as well. There's that middle part, and I'm a little worried because that's all I have left. So this one does not come with a ton of product. I'm gonna take these gloves off. You should not be doing that, but I just need to be able to check my bangs. Alright, I'm gonna take tiny diagonal, like this way, sections and do a couple of foils to my bangs. Alright, then here in front, kind of look what part I want highlighted a little more. I want a little bit darkness under, so I'll leave that out. Yeah, I want a little bit darkness under, so this is the part I'm gonna highlight them in front. And then I'll just do the same thing on the other side. Alright, I put 2 little foils in front, then I clipped it back, and now this very piece in the back. Normally I would like to do at least 2 foils this way, but because I'm out of dye, I think I'm only gonna do 1. I'll weave out a piece first to leave out. What I've heard before from hairstylists is that you can kind of take bigger pieces in the back because your hair has more movement in the back, so your highlights can be a little thicker there. I will do 1. I can't do it too thick because, like I mentioned, I don't have enough dye, but what I will do then is I'll go get more dye someday if I feel like I need it. I'll do a couple of other foils in the back. But yeah, this will be our last piece, and this is a lot of hair and not a lot of hair dye to cover it. And now I just want to see how that first foil is doing. It does look like it has lifted a little bit of my hair color, but not a lot. Okay, now I have to wait for 45 minutes, and I will be checking how this first foil is doing after the first like 15 minutes, and then I'll just kind of keep checking it so that, because you know I don't want it to go completely white. So I will be back after I have rinsed all of this off. Alright, this is what my hair looks like. I rinsed it and I blow dried it, and I used the conditioner. It came with the color. That one was really nice, not a strong smell, and the color didn't have a really strong smell either, which is good. The conditioner really did have that. I think it had argan oil, and it felt really good, and my hair feels really soft and kind of silky, and it definitely lifted a good amount of color. Looks lighter in general. I'm not really sure about my roots because of the shine of my hair. I think I have a little bit of a hot roots type of situation going on here, but because of the shine of my hair, you can't really tell, at least on camera. It's just a little bit too blonde here, but I think I'll just wait it out. My hair grows pretty fast, so if I wait about a month, it will have like 1 centimeter of hair growth, and if I'm outside, you know, the sun will kind of blend in my natural hair color with the highlights pretty well. I think the guide was really good, so this here, the darkest blonde, was pretty much my kind of starting color, and I think I did get to there. So that's pretty accurate. Overall, I'm really happy with it. Often when I highlight my hair, I like to have a semi-permanent hair color that's closer to my natural hair color, and I'll just put it in the very roots, do like a root tap, then the color will kind of look more natural. I'm not sure if I'll do that this time because it doesn't look that bad. Hi, it's now the next day. I got another pack of color because I was looking at my color yesterday and I was just like, it looks nice, like I like it, but the back definitely needs some more highlights because there's kind of like an obvious line here, like this is light and then here is darker. So I'm gonna do a couple of foils this way. I'm going to lighten some of these ends here because I don't want my hair to look like I have like a reverse ombre. Okay, so I did 2 foils this way in the back and 2 then this way, like straight. I picked just like 3 random pieces, like bigger pieces in front on both sides. I'm gonna start from the back and I'm going to comb it till I have like about half of the hair left. So I'm just gonna take some of the dye, start from the ends. Should definitely be wearing gloves for this, so and do as I say, not as I do. I'm just gonna go like this up the strand, use less dye up here, just so they will look more blended, hopefully. I still have a lot of color left, like half of it probably, so I'm gonna wait now 40 minutes, go rinse this out. I'm gonna come back here, see what it looks like. If it looks like I need to adjust some things, like if it's not light enough where I want it to be light, if the ends still look too dark, then I'll add some more. My hair is now rinsed and dry, so this is the final color. And let me show you in the back, since that's where we did the highlights. I'm actually really happy with it. I thought it was gonna look greener than it does now because it is an ashy blonde color and my hair was so kind of orange before. But it doesn't look that bad. Obviously here, some of these lighter pieces, you can see that they're almost a little green. That's luckily not gonna last a long time, so I'm sure my hair will turn kind of more golden pretty quickly. One major thing that I noticed when I was rinsing out the dye, not just today but yesterday as well when I did the first kind of part of my hair, was that I did not lose that much hair. Normally it doesn't matter if I bleach my hair or if I, even last time when I dyed it darker, I can like feel my hair falling out when I'm rinsing the color out. Like I can feel the like big clumps of hair like going down my legs and stuff in the shower. And it didn't do that this time. And the only reason actually why I wanted to try this specific color was the brand. And one of you actually commented in one of my older videos, I think it was the L'Oreal 8-Second Wonder Water review video that I did, that you had tried different kind of box dyes and you found that Schwarzkopf box dye was the least damaging. That's the whole reason why I wanted specifically a Schwarzkopf color, and I could not find another like a golden blonde shade, so that's why I have the ash blonde. So far, just from rinsing the color out, I have to agree with that. Like I've dyed my hair like tens of times throughout the years. I have never had another hair color where my hair didn't fall out. I think I'm definitely gonna keep that in mind next time when I dye my hair, when I get bored with this. So yeah, thank you so much to Carol for that comment. So yeah, this is the end result and I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful if you're planning to try this hair color. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and maybe share this with someone if you think you know someone who might be interested in this hair color. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing now. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!